I'm sorry. I should hate Terry. You bad man. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Cobra Kai. We're now on to episode 4 of season 5, which is called Downward Spiral. So from a title like that, we can't think anything that happy is going to come out of it, but it's an understandable title after the events of the last episode, particularly how it ended. We see that Daniel and Chosen decided to look up Mike Barnes, who we know from Karate Kid Part 3 was someone that worked with Silver. He was not a very good character in that movie. He basically terrorized Daniel. I would argue even worse than anything that Johnny ever did to him. And this is the only person Daniel can think of that would still be potentially working with Silver. But when he met up with Mike, he realized that he'd moved on. I mean, it's been 30 years and that he's now in the furniture business because the events of the Karate Kid Part 3 got him basically banned from karate as well as just kind of excommunicated in that community. So he did decide to give Daniel something though. He said that there was a lawyer that Silver worked with at the time that drew up a contract that basically enabled Mike to do the terrible things he did to Daniel. And Daniel decided to try to pursue that as a way to expose Silver and his corruption. But it looks like that lawyer is still loyal to Silver, whether it's because he's still getting paid or just because they're friends, who knows. But he told Silver about the call and Silver decided to retaliate. And we see that the first step in that retaliation is that he literally burnt down the furniture store of Mike Barnes, who he said this actually is sentimental value for him because he co-owns it with his wife and it was it was an inheritance from her father, from his father-in-law. So this is a very low blow from Silver. And as Silver told Daniel, it's only the beginning of what he's planning to do to come back at Daniel for not just leaving Cobra Kai alone. So that's pretty scary. And then on the kids side of things, we see that Sam and Miguel are on a break. Since Miguel returned from Mexico, they've kind of not been speaking. The last time they had a conversation, they kind of had a bit of a fight. But Sam finally did talk to him because after taking some time to herself, she realizes that there's just a lot she needs to work through emotionally and mentally right now. And being in a relationship is not allowing her to do that clearly. So she basically let Miguel know that she wants to just take a break from the relationship side, like the romantic relationship side of their friendship, of their connection. Really proud of Sam for standing up for herself and realizing she needs a bit of a breather from all of the chaos she's been experiencing since season 1. And outside of that, we know that Johnny and Carmen are going to be parents. They just found out that they are indeed pregnant, and it looks like they haven't told anyone yet. But as I mentioned in that episode, I do wonder how Robbie is going to handle all of this. I've talked enough. Let's get into this episode. But before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I do reactions here to shows like this. So if you are interested in that, please hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified when I do these uploads. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate it so much if you showed some love to the like button as well. Leave some comments below. I love to get engaged and interact with you guys. And the same goes for those of you who've been here before. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome back. Join the fam if you haven't already. We're so close to 10K. All right, that out of the way, guys. Let's get into the episode right about now.
Hey, Johnny. Could you help me with something?
Jesus.
I'm here for whatever you need, Carmen.
Really, Top Gun? Is that what you're here for? All right, Johnny. Are we back? We haven't had these fantasy moments since season 1. My goodness. Are we serious? And look at this color grade. I can't. Johnny will really never get out of the 80s. He refuses to let go of those glory days. You better give that baby some curls. That's right. Whoa, 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 wow. Oh, not Carmen. You freak-a-leak.
I just had the best dream.
Did you? Well, they really are a match made in heaven.
Do not worry, Daniel-san. I will allow no attack on my watch.
Almost ready?
Aww. Yeah, y'all look hella guilty.
Cool. See you in the car? Yeah?
Tell her the truth, Daniel. You need to tell her the truth, Daniel. She cannot be blindsided by this.
No, I don't know my bank routing number, but I do know my social security. Yeah.
Johnny! Stop! Oh my God.
Hey, shit.
You know,
This is why he needs to move out of the 80s.
Spending the summer at my parents' cabin on Bainbridge Island, beaches, hiking 3 meals a day. Yeah, he'll
be
gonna
fine.
be just fine.
Wow.
I'll grab his stuff.
She sounds like she came from money. How did you end up with Johnny?
Oh my god.
She knows.
You knocked Carmen up, didn't you?
Yep. She knows you better than you think.
I'll make this easy on you. There are these tech guys, they show up straight to your door and they set everything up for you.
Door-to-door service, huh?
Yes.
Never thought I'd see the day.
You know, if you got in with the dorks, you'd be doing a lot better by now, Johnny. But anyhow, those same dorks you bullied in high school probably own corporations that could buy you several times over. It's great to see Robbie's mom. Like, she's so much more together. It looks like it was really that addiction that was throwing her off key. He really needed that, though. Robbie needed at least one parent that has it together.
It's actually been better than I expected. It's been kind of nice to just focus on myself.
Yeah.
Not all the karate or relationship drama.
Hey, babe.
Oh, this is where you're gonna feel single.
Hey, how you doing, Sam?
Oh, no. This doesn't need to be
Yeah,
awkward.
I mean, I'm good.
Wow. Yikes.
Am I alive? Or did I just die of embarrassment and this is my hell?
Right?
I'll see you later.
Speaking of terrible relationship decisions.
I'm glad you and your dad worked through some of your shit. And if you want to leave the dojo, that's on you. But don't tell me what to do. I'm a big
Did
girl. I can
he
make my own.
tell you? He asked. All right. Okay, Robbie, this should already be your wake-up call. This is not the right girl for you. At least not at this point in time. Tori has a lot she needs to work out. Oh my God, Kenny's growing so much. How? Oh, Kenny. All right. Like, you already beat his ass. That wasn't enough? Okay.
Your house is so beautiful. Oh, this isn't my home. It belongs to one of our donors, actually.
Terry Silver?
Between us, I think he's angling for a spot on the board.
Yep. You better believe he is. Mm-hmm.
Daniel and Amanda LaRusso.
Yeah.
What a
See,
pleasure
this
to
is
finally-
Terry's ballpark, unfortunately. He rich.
Very old friends. We go back, what, 30? 35 years?
You ain't gotta age me like that. You ain't gotta call me out like that.
Ruin this day for my wife.
I've no intention of ruining her day.
He wants to ruin
Just
yours.
hope nothing else ruins it for her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the look down. I'm sorry. I should hate Terry. You bad man.
If you're looking for the latest model, I can recommend this one.
I'm looking for anything under $50.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, take that back. What you want is a brick.
I'm gonna need to set you up with a cellular plan.
Hey, thanks for being a dork. Or a geek, or, you know. whatever.
Thanks, I think.
Looking pretty pasty, Lapusso.
He's white. Leave him alone.
God damn.
I mean, you did open this door. It's not right, but you did open the door.
Maybe he needs another haircut to remember who he's talking to.
Okay, you talking a lot of smack, son.
Probably won as many fights as you did.
Yeah, but one of those is against you. That wasn't much of a fight now, was it?
Oop! Oop! Walked right in.
If you want to get your ass kicked, I suggest you stay on your side of the park.
Excuse
Away
me?
from us.
We have sides?
It's over. He's not worth it.
Are we on
What are you even talking about, Tori? These are bullies.
But don't tell me that the best place for Kenny is Cobra Kai.
He's got a point, but you did kind of pull him in, though. Actions have consequences. Welcome to life.
You will talk up yours truly to Eva.
Yes. Focus on your wife right now. At least try to. I mean, Silver has definitely planned something. Daniel's not actually wrong on this one, but at least if he attempts to keep it focused on Amanda.
I trust my humble environs are suitably charitable.
Humble and sir, if this is humble, I'm afraid I have to marry you.
The way I treated him in the past was unforgivable. But that's not me anymore.
I'm worse.
I saw the way he was teaching those lessons. It's a shame what Vietnam did to his mind.
Wow. Damn, Chris, you unleashed a tiger.
Sending his man to rough up my potential hires.
I'm sorry, he did what now?
This is why you don't lie and keep secrets, Daniel. I told you.
Can you play some Billie Eilish?
Hell yeah.
Billy Idol. Oh my God. I mean, Moni Moni is a good song, but
Best part.
We should
probably get in the left lane.
I'm sorry, I can't argue about Billy Idol because he had some bops. No, Johnny, no! Johnny! There's public restrooms everywhere!
1 star? Does the car smell like beer? It's because there is beer, asshole.
Like, what? Johnny, this is why this man should not be procreating. He's not ready for life.
Come on.
Why are they doing it? You know, you just have to call security and get them all kicked out. Seriously.
No, how about a race?
I mean, it's fair. Stupid, but fair.
But you won't win.
No one to pay your way this time, Tor. This is so infantile. But at least they didn't fight. That's a step in the right direction. Aw, the bonsais.
Because having a strong foundation, they will then choose their own way to grow, just like us. That's what my mentor taught me many years ago.
In Karate Kid 3, actually.
Of rare bonsais at $2,000.
Bonsai.
Going for $3,000. $3,500.
Terry's gonna buy them just to piss Daniel off. And then he's gonna smash them. Yep.
Unless there are any objections?
Nope, they're just trees.
To the generous Mr. Silver.
Suck it up, Daniel. He's gonna break your trees again, like he did in the movie.
If every one of you would help me spread the message to continue assisting those in need. Thank you all so much for being here.
I don't know how free karate is gonna help people who probably can't afford to eat or sleep in a good place, but...
Might just use a mulch.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Daniel, you've done your part. What people choose to do with it, it's out of your control, sir.
Think I ever wanted to work in a pawn shop, let alone own 3? Dealing with the likes of you is like the worst part of my day.
Damn.
You have a family? 3 kids. You'll never meet them. Point is,
right?
Once you figure...
That's so funny. He's like, I have children, but they will never be exposed to the evil that is you.
And maybe you're not such an asshole after all.
Aw.
Right? Touched to my core. I mean, obviously Johnny hates this job, but again, he's not thinking about why he's doing it. Outside of adulting, like most of us work because we have to, not because we want to.
I know you're in Cobra Kai because of me, but I just wanted you there because I thought it would help you.
It did.
I know that's what you think, but you have to trust me. It'll turn you into someone you don't want to be.
I think he's liking it right now.
No, Kenny, I have been down this path before.
Back off.
See?
Before Cobra Kai, I used to get picked up. Now I'm stronger than I've ever been.
No, that's just it. You're not. You're going to be strong like your brother in juvie. I kind of like that this is kind of chance, right? There's no real skill in a 2 brace. Aww.
There's a hole in my tooth.
That sounds about right for Cobra Kai.
All you got?
Really, Kenny, you do realize this kid could sue you for assault. Here we go.
Watch yourself. You want to go?
No! God! Ew! Everyone out!
Get out and leave the park immediately.
Thank you. Everyone banned.
Everybody out now.
You don't have to go, Sam. You was chilling.
Let's go, Anthony.
You two literally could chill. You were actually minding your business. I'd be like, bye, losers. Y'all want to keep doing this immature stuff? Have fun out there. I'm going to chill in the water park.
I told her she's a phony, psychopathic liar who should never be trusted.
I already knew those bonsai were going to be destroyed before it even started.
He's making me look like the bad guy when he's the one
Well,
attacking
you
my...
did touch him.
Actually, he spoke quite highly of Amanda.
Yeah, you believe that, Daniel?
He told me how respected your wife is in the community.
But now I think her husband's a bully. You can fix it, Daniel. She knows you. It wouldn't be so easy if Daniel wasn't such an easy mark.
About Robbie. I want him to come stay with me this summer.
No!
Do whatever I have to make
No, let him go.
I'm sorry I suck, Shannon.
It's okay, Johnny.
Can work on it.
We were both young and dumb, but
he wasn't that young.
If you want to go tell him the news.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Johnny. I'm happy for you.
Can we ask Robbie if he wants to stay with his dad?
I was just hoping that we could have a fun day together. But I guess that's impossible.
It's only impossible if you're still in Cobra Kai.
And so is staying with me.
Oh, Robbie, you're so hot right now. You're so hot.
Well, then I guess that's it.
Bye.
You and Kenny and everyone else can stay brainwashed, but I'm done trying to help.
It's the hottest thing you've ever done, Robbie. That girl trouble anyway. Toxic.
Hey!
What?
Hey! Stop it! Want you guys to get along.
Gross.
We're all friends now. No.
Are we? You don't get to dictate that either, Johnny. Johnny just needs like a human relationships 101. Bless his heart. His heart's in the right place, but he knows nothing, Jon Snow.
I'm afraid we're never gonna have normalcy ever again. Not when you continue to stir up these ridiculous fights.
Fight at furniture store. My fault, not his. Please.
Totally different thing. Shh, Chosen, you weren't. Oh.
You had a fight at a furniture store?
Maybe.
He won't stop until he's ruined every aspect of my life, and that's why I have to take him down.
You really won't stop.
You need to let me and Chosen handle this. It's the only way to make it all.
She what?
Handle it.
Alone.
I won't be here for it.
Yep.
Where you going?
Away from here. Away from you. It just needs space. Taking the kids with you.
Yep. You had to know that was coming, Daniel. Oh, yeah. A little bit of post-argument clarity there, huh? Woo, that downward spiral. Starting to look pretty steep right about now, isn't it? Okay, guys, that was episode 4. And damn, Daniel. Why do you keep doing this? Why have you learned nothing yet? Oh, you know, it's interesting because in an episode like this, we get to see the parallels between Johnny and Daniel as characters in the sense of how they're stuck, right? In Johnny, it's kind of like in so many other aspects of his life, right? Like he's stuck in the 80s, he's stuck in his glory days, he's stuck in the mentality that he had when he was a teenager, and it was really holding him back for a lot of like the first and second season. But we saw by season 3 and 4, Johnny is slowly starting to take steps in the right direction and get more present and understand more. He still has a long way to go, but he's definitely moving in that direction. Whereas with Daniel, maybe in the aspects of his life and his relationships, he did move forward. But when it comes to this, when it comes to, like I said in the last episode, the trauma he experienced as a result of, initially Cobra Kai with Johnny and Kreese, and then now what he went through with Silver and Barnes, he's stuck. He really is stuck in that era of his life where he was really in dark places and he went through a lot of really traumatic things and he hasn't dealt with it. He hasn't really emotionally or mentally dealt with all that he went through. And now that it's being basically pushed back to the surface through seeing these people again and seeing Cobra Kai, he's just really reverting right back into that teenage, infantile, juvenile mindset. And it's the big thing, like that Amanda said there, and I've been saying this for a while, is that the only reason this is happening is because Daniel allows it to. Right? Daniel allows himself to get pulled back into this situation. And the situation with Silver, I mean, don't get me wrong, Silver needs to be stopped because he is crazy, right? We saw he literally was gonna kill Johnny. He almost beats what's his name? Oh gosh, what was the name of Stingray? He almost beat Stingray to death. Like, he's not okay. That man also has a whole bunch of problems. But truthfully, he did walk up to Daniel and say, all you need to do is leave me alone. I'm going to just keep doing my business thing. We had a bet. I cheated, but still, you lost. Stay out of my way. And Daniel made it his mission to continue doing this and continue pushing. And it's like Daniel forgot, and maybe it's because Daniel thinks it's been 30 years and maybe now him and Terry are on the same level now. It's like, no, sir. Terry was a manipulative, psychotic man 30 years ago. That doesn't just disappear. Even if he hasn't necessarily engaged in that behavior regularly since then, that man is still in there. And Terry's not the kind of guy, like Kreese is more of a blunt instrument. He kind of comes straight at you. He's like a Mack truck. You see him coming, so you can somewhat dodge and avoid. But Silver is a snake. He is a true snake. He is the true Cobra Kai. He is someone who plays up here, right? That's his playground. He's rich and he's crazy. Like, that's a terrible combination to go up against. And Daniel, you are sane. You are wealthy, but you are not rich like Terry Silver rich. You know what I'm saying? So Daniel really didn't understand the playground he was stepping into, because this is Terry's arena. Like when it comes to money and power and using those things to get what you want, you are a successful car salesman, Daniel, and we appreciate you. But Terry is like, if we're to understand from the third movie, like his parents, his family is like conglomerate rich. You know what I mean? Like they own businesses. He's been a wealthy, basically, what would you even call him? Like he's been a benefactor of a lot of a lot of power and money since he was a kid. So he knows this world in a way that you don't, Daniel, and he absolutely can destroy you on a business level. And as we see, he plays mind games. Terry's not the kind of person who's going to come at you. And that's like what she told him. Amanda told him when he went to that party. Terry is not going to come at you at this party, Daniel. He's not going to come at you directly. He's not going to try to fight you here. So just behave yourself. Just focus on me. Focus on what I want and what I need right now. And if something happens, Terry's going to look like the idiot. But of course, Daniel, understandably though, I want to make sure that it's clear that Daniel is not completely insane here. He knows what Terry is capable of. That trauma is bringing up all these guards in him. Like it's not just coming out of nowhere. But as I said, if he had learned to let more things go and be more present, as I said, if he had just spent this party focusing on his wife, on talking up this chairman, even if Terry tried some BS, it wouldn't have mattered because it would have looked like Terry. It would have been getting nothing out of Daniel. But Terry knows that that's Daniel's Achilles heel. Daniel has got a temper. He always has had a temper. Daniel has a little bit of an insecurity issue that he's still dealing with since he was a kid. And that's what Terry used to get into his mind 30 years ago. And sadly, that door is still open. So that's really what I'm hoping by sometime at the end of this season, Daniel figures out and addresses, because otherwise people are going to keep walking through that door and knocking on that trigger point for him, and he's going to fall for it every single time. So super sad. But Amanda, I have to say, I'm with her on this one. Like it's been 5 seasons now of her dealing with Daniel, going after these old foes and using karate and Mr. Miyagi's memory as a reason to justify the fact that he really has not dealt with his trauma. And it's affecting everyone. And like she said, now it's affecting the ambitions and goals that she has. It's affecting her personal life and her goals. And we're seeing it's even had an effect on the kids. I'm not feeling all that bad for the son, because he did start the situation with Kenny. But, you got him getting bullied now. You've got your daughter who's having a bit of an identity crisis and getting in and out of fights because of what was going on with Cobra Kai. Like it really is affecting Daniel's family. And this is before Silver, right? Like I understand that man is just like, where's the end point, Daniel? Like I haven't heard what the goal is. What is the point? When will it be enough? And I don't even think Daniel understands what that is yet. And that's what she needs from him, is like, you need to decide when this is over for you. And it has nothing to do with Silver or Kreese or Cobra Kai. It's when Daniel decides for himself that I'm done playing this game and I'm done revisiting this trauma and reopening these wounds, right? That's completely a Daniel thing. So it's sad, but I understand where Amanda's coming from, and maybe Daniel needs that because he does have to make those decisions and decide for himself when he's done playing these games, because otherwise he will destroy his life. And it is him. Like, yes, Silver is definitely helping and pushing it along, but in the end, the only person who can take Daniel's success and his life and his family away from him is him. So we'll see if he gets that point, but I have a feeling that Daniel's going to have a few more rough patches before that happens. But moving on to the kids, there was a lot of drama with them in this episode. Unfortunately, they're still doing the same tit for tat, but I expect that because they're kids. This is juvenile behavior because they're juvenile. It sucks that, it's this Cobra Kai influence of, the bullying, the striking first situation that is causing them to kind of go out of their way. Anthony, his name came back to me. The Anthony thing with Kenny, obviously Kenny is just using all of, again, that internalized hurt and that weakness and fear that he felt in the last season. He's taking that out on Anthony now because he's thinking that's making him powerful. I don't know what it's going to take for Kenny to realize that this isn't the right path, but at the moment, because he's enjoying not sitting in that fear, he's reveling in this situation that's happening with Cobra Kai. But then we see that Robbie is wanting to take a step back from it. Thank goodness. I mean, we know he didn't really want to be part of Cobra Kai to begin with. Unfortunately, that was a very emotional decision done by him. But I'm glad that he's standing his ground and not letting himself be sucked back in just by the idea of trying to please Tori or try to help Kenny from the inside. And I don't know. Him and Tori might get back together later, but I definitely think that it's better for him to break things off with her at this point, because she is, at the moment, choosing all the wrong things. She knows that she didn't win honestly. She knows that Silver is slimy. I mean, the Kreese in her relationship is a bit different, but as it stands right now, she's still in that combative mode. She's still making those decisions, and that's not who Robbie wants to be. So they're not on the same path. So it's best that they do break up right now. But that might be something that will help Tori to realize that this isn't the right path for her and start making some changes. And as far as Miguel and Robbie, I mean, we all know that they're not quite ready to mend fences yet. Those two do need to sit down and have an actual conversation, but the egos need to get out of the way first. And Johnny needs to recognize that that's going to have to happen, but it's probably going to need Johnny having individual conversations with them to kind of smooth things over first. But him thinking he can just smash them together and they're going to get along is not enough. And the baby news right now will not be the glue to do it. So I'm hoping he doesn't just drop that bomb as a quick fix. But that dovetails a little bit into Johnny. Johnny just trying to get into his adult mode here. We know that he's never been all that good at it, but now he's trying because he wants to be a good father. Love that his ex has been helping him out and she's not being bitter about this. It's nice to see now that she's sober, she really seems to have her life together and she seems to be really trying to help him out. But Johnny needs to get focused on why he's doing this, right? No one likes, I shouldn't say no one. Some people really do love their jobs, but a lot of us work because we have to, and our reasons are what we do it for, right? Not just for the money, but what do you want the money for, Johnny? You want the money so that you can take care of your baby, so you can take care of your son, so that you can be a good example and be able to do the things that matter to you. That's why you're doing it. That's why you gotta clean your van and drive properly and not do the shady, lame things you're doing right now for your own personal enjoyment, because it's not always about you, right? So hopefully he's taken that lesson to heart, and we see that he wants to keep Robbie over the summer rather than have Robbie go to his grandparents. But anyways, we know that Johnny and Robbie need to bond, so hopefully that will go well, and Johnny can get to work with trying to mend this fence between him and Miguel, since they're going to be joined by a little one very, very soon. So interesting episode. The games are beginning and I'm enjoying it, and I enjoyed watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.